which we're planning on covering that one, but they're having some delay issues as far as themselves. A couple of the players seem to be AFK for whatever reason. So, you know, we just said, let's just not sit here. Let's actually get into some HoN, damn it. Let's cast some Heroes and New Earth. That's what it's all about in the end. So we're going to jump into another series. Again, all of them great series anyways. It's not like that's really a bad thing in the end. And even heard, I'm sure, several people to see this one as well. Stay Green taking on Team Excellent. Two very quality teams, of course, going at it. Really what is ultimately the #1 versus 8 seed when you look at it from that point of view. But, you know, Stay Green, obviously a case of them. They played very well in the Ultimate Series Predator tournament. You know, the HoN Invitational, not so much. They went winless in the group stages. It was like, okay, clearly they have a new roster. Maybe they haven't been practicing as much lately. Something's a little off. So they got discussion going as far as going into this cycle. Who would be the team to beat? When we saw them defeat both TMSR and IG as they did in the Ultimate Series Predator event, it was like, okay, wow, Stay Green. Let's not forget that these are the defending champions technically. And they are here to compete. So, no doubt, and well, at least in my mind, and we talked about on the podcast, I think that they are the favorite, especially after that performance going into cycle #1. But they definitely got a tough opponent already here in the round of 8 again in Team Excellent. So, obviously, we're already developing. In fact, we're going to be going into the game here. So you guys have been watching. Well, I've been rambling on about these two teams in this matchup here, but going to be jumping in here, and as you can see, the lineups that we have. Interesting things to talk about, more so on Team Excellent side. Of course, you got Pebbles, Glacius, Rally, Aluna, and then look at that, picking up the Dampier. Nox has been playing the Dampier recently, and we even saw him, I forget specifically, I want to say it was maybe the Ultimate Series, if not the Alienware Tournament maybe, but anyways, we saw him play it recently, and this hero is crazy with the snowball, as you would expect. So he does like to go the early Lightbringer, or wow, the early Light Brand and the Grimoire Power. Definitely makes sense. Get that Shrunken Head earlier on, and you can most certainly snowball with this hero. So if you're Stay Green in this case, obviously you're going to be looking to address that and make sure he doesn't get too out of hand. But it's just overall a crazy aggressive team on Team Excellent. You got Pebbles and Rally on top of the Aluna Glacius on top of everything else. So, and no doubt they're going to be running some kind of an aggressive trial lane. I mean, they don't have any true suicide hero. Okay, I take that back. They do have a Rally, so, and he has pooled regen, so as I say that, I right away correct almost as if there is two people here, but I'm correcting myself. We are going to be seeing a suicide Rally, most likely, when it comes down to it. But as far as what's going on so far, you see interaction off the bat. You got Swinamelon's actually poking in an auto attack right there, saying hello to Brodux 5 level. Well, you know, that's actually interesting. Brodux 5 level, not necessarily their suicide player at the same time. So maybe I'm wrong on that actually in the big picture. What are we going to... Is it going to be a suicide rally in the end? Yeah, it looks like it is. And they are going to go off into the lanes now. Or maybe an aggressive dual lane, actually. Okay. Are they going to send Aluna top? No, she's going to go bottom in the end. So, it is going to be Suicide Rally. Looks like it's going to end up being a Pebbles Aluna mid, and then a Glacius Dampier bottom is how it's going to shape up. So, Rally is going to be 1v1 against Bubbles at the top lane. How about that adjustment from Stay Green? I say adjustment lightly. I mean, might not have been one in the first place, but, you know, because of the matchups and how they draft, I haven't even talked about their lineup yet, but you look at what they have. Bubbles, Tempest, Lodestone, Master of Arms, and Torturer. So, you see with what they're going with, they're actually running the Master of Arms carry route here, is at least the idea with it. Chessie, of course, their carry role player going into this season, in case you weren't aware of that yet, no longer the jungle player. So this isn't too shocking to see by any means. They've been scrimmaging a lot lately in the Ultimate Series and everything. He has stepped up as a new carry player. And again, to touch on that real quickly, I'm sure most people know by now, but this new Stay Green team, obviously they picked up Limp, as well as My Nuts. So they have the two brother combination now in Limp and Chessie, and then Swinamel's a Z-Fake, and then My Nuts, you know, rounding up the 5, of course. So that's their new 5-man roster here, at least so far, for cycle #1 going in, or for season 2 even, for HoN Tour. But they're running the Master of Arms Torturer mid against the Pebbles Aluna, and definitely like that choice. You got your double range combo, definitely kill potential themselves as well. They could have easily sent this combo top to maybe try to get focus farm for Master of Arms out there and then send Bubbles mid. But they say, you know what? We want to maximize our lane efficiency, and obviously that's always a smart thing to do. So in this way, they have a chance to do very well in the 2 lanes. Swinamel's here at the top lane. I'm sure he's going to do great against Rally. And there is that Tempest threat, not the most aggressive jungler by any means, but you get that stun up of his, the Glacial Blast, and most certainly could be setting up ganks either at that top or even especially in the middle lane is where you like to see it. So definitely like what Stay Green was thinking here with their lane setup as usual. When it comes down to it, as far as Team Excellent, same thing. I mean, I don't think they really they could have ran the aggressive trial lane by all means, but I don't think it would have been necessary. In fact, it would have backfired probably, and then especially with how the lanes were set up by Stay Green. I kind of wonder if maybe they were even almost expecting that to an extent. But with their lane setups, you know, it makes sense as well. You got Dampier, focus the farm on him down here. Pebbles might not have the start that he wants to see, but look at this actually, triple stacking the yellow camp early on. And he's going to go over here and do it, so Bassett's going to try to maximize his farm that way. Not too often we see that, but Team Excellent, again, doing a good job of taking advantage of the resources that they have. It is a tough match for him in that middle lane, not getting the freest to farm by any means. So his creep farm is going to be a little skewed because of that. We got to keep that in mind. So it looks like he's dominating Master of Arms right now, but that really isn't the case. Obviously, you got a lot of those creep kills just simply from the yellow camp, but actually taking a lot of pressure right here. Especially with the goo on top. You look at the minus 2.2 armor. Bottom lane Lodestone. Limp is going to be fine, but both Dampier and Glacius seem to be boxing him out right there. Preventing him from getting any good positioning. Limp playing the Lodestone. More so their new suicide player here for the team. You got Dampier, early boots. And again, Nox is known for his Dawnbringer in general when it comes down to item build, but I think with the Dampier, it's just that Grimoire power is just too much to pass up when it comes down. Although, now I think, did he actually go Dawnbringer last time? I'm blanking on that. I don't know. I think we might have seen a Dawnbringer pick up on the last time we saw Dampier. I don't know if it's in the. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I assume it's going to be a Grimoire is where I'm getting at once again. It's just, it is a very powerful item on him. It may come down to also the start, we'll see. Rally actually compelling right there. It looks like he was using it more defensively, if anything, to get away from bubbles, even going off to the little pond over here, but Broduk's 5 level is fine. I'm sure Swinamel's, again, his creep farm 22 and 3 compared to a 17 and 2 Rally. Swinamel's having the better time and getting close to that level 6 mark as well, so always has that Kelpfield threat as far as ganking elsewhere. Wouldn't be surprised to see him do that. Maybe pick up a Homecoming Stone. Perhaps come to this middle lane, set up a gank. Or even the bottom lane. I mean, Lodestone has some great setup himself, especially with the Bubbles assistance. Could definitely catch Dampier off guard, so we'll see if Stay Green looks to progress that way, or instead just remains in their lanes and maximizes their farm, because so far, it seems like they're winning at least both the top and the middle lane. Bottom lane, though, Dampier. He is rising very quickly, 354 gold per minute. He actually finishes his Blood Chalice already. It's a beautiful item on Dampier. It's any hero that is a mix of needing to use mana / has the ability to regen himself in life, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. So, you know, him at Balfagor kind of is another example of that. Blood Chalice seems like that item, you know, made for heroes like this. So, very effective choice there. And you see the Punch Dagger purchase, so on the way to a Ghost Marcher pickup, of course. See a Haste Rune bottled up? I believe I did. Was it on Master of Arms? Yeah, Master of Arms has a Haste Rune bottled up currently. Actually going to head towards the bottom lane. Are they going to do Ancients, maybe? Yeah, they're already having triple stack Ancients, so Stay Green. You know, they did this a lot in Season 1. It's no surprise they're doing it here in Season 2. Love to head over to the Ancients ASAP and kind of do them as a team, especially when you have the Master of Arms to go with it. So, obviously, the Ancients did get buffed from last season with that Runic Shift patch. So most certainly a little bit different, but still it is possible. And you see right here, interaction at the bottom rune area. Wild Hunter actually chasing out Glacius. That's just a Wild Hunter. Master of Arms barely getting away in the meantime as Dampier runs in. He's coming back in there with the bottle charges. Pebbles comes in. Torture will fall. Master of Arms, the chuck to finish him off, and a 2-kill for nothing exchange in favor of Team Excellent. That was a beautiful collapse from Excellent. I mean, the initial jump there by Stay Green. Obviously thought they might have had a kill on a Glacius, but well, they got turned. Well played right there. Again, just great collapse. Good, not afraid to roam where it was Dampier. He could have easily said, I want to just still farm in the middle lane or the bottom lane. You guys do your own thing. Nope, wasn't the case. And they got the couple of kills, so not only were the Ancients not done, but they both die. That had to buy a lot of time for Pebbles as well. Again, the creep score is a little skewed from the yellow camp, and in fact, they're going to go at it once again. So Bassett's, you love the play here from Team Excellent. Very good teamwork coming out in the end. Bassett's is already going to have nearly 340 gold per minute, and what seemed like should have been a lane 1 here by Stay Green because of the matchup even. It's Excellence just played it a little better. In the end, the big picture, they're winning it. So much for that middle lane being won here by Stay Green. Definitely be won out by the Legion side. Now with that said, again, back to the Ancients they go, and this time they're going to be like, okay, let's just focus on the Ancients this time. Let's not worry about what else is going on. But Pebbles does like this. He's like, okay, you're gonna leave me here mid. I'll just gladly pick up farm, continue to do so. Does he have his bottle, by the way? I don't think he does. Okay, the bottle's on the ground, actually. Back at base, so Pebbles still needs that to be given to him. Bottom lane, Dampier are going to consume Lodestone right there, actually. And, ooh, look at that, though. Top tower. Stay Green making the best of the situation up top, and Tempest now level 7, but good combination right there. Bubbles and Tempest easily push the top lane, it looks like. Aluna there, as well as, of course, Rally, but they couldn't do much. And they're going to keep going. If you're Team Excellent, you might want to think about defending this here. What's their homecoming stone situation like? Nothing other than Aluna, who's already here, so Dampier is next to the shop. They're going to fall back in the end. Tempest still has a good amount of mana, but Stay Green doesn't want to push the issue, and if anything, they want to start roaming with Bubbles, and yeah, look at that. He buys the TP, he goes to the bottom lane. Dampier, gotta be careful. Rocket Drill's gonna be coming out here. There we go, the Rocket Drill coming out. There's the Shell Surf, the Song of the Sea Kelfield, and the boom goes the Dynamite a little early right there. There it is, it finally goes off. It seems like it takes forever. Try to line it up. But it does finally go off, and that's the combination coming into play, man. Gotta love seeing the active Bubbles, and obviously Swinamels knows what he's doing when it comes to that. There's a catch on the Glacius as well. Pew's gonna get caught out. As Limp gets credit for the kill right there with the head smash, so.
That head smash is so
strong. It's ridiculous, man. It's level 4 now, I take it. Yeah, they usually level that up first. At how much damage is it actually? It's 420 mixed damage. The mixed is the key of that. So, kind of like Tundra's piercing shards. But yeah, great collapse there from Stay Green. Looking beautiful there. Catching Team Excellent off guard. You got what else was I going to bring up there? Master of Arms back to the middle lane. And all of a sudden his farm is just shot through the roof. Obviously doing those triple stack Ancients helped. He is nearly 400 gold per minute. Bottom lane Lodestone being gone on once again, but he's bulky, man. Those plates, Lodestone plates of his, as well as just having Steam Boots already and the Mystic Vestment even. I mean, they can't get a free kill by any means. Dampier's going to dive once again, maybe even just box him out, but Lodestone knows. And actually, Dampier's the one that again needs to be careful right here. There's the initiation. Shell Surf was perfect right there from Swinamels, right on top of him. Great. I mean, he shot that from over here at the Ancients. That was pretty much max range and at a perfect angle. That was just great execution from the two once again. And Nox just simply gets caught out. So, you know, really, it's coming down. We're just seeing better execution here from Stay Green. And this is a team, and they showed that a little bit at the Ultimate Series Predator event. Like I said, it's not even that the fact that they won those matches. It's the way they won those matches, the way that they were playing. I don't care if those gold coins on the line or not. I mean, the way that they were playing, you could tell that this is a team that they're ready for HoN Tour Season 2, and I think once again kind of showing that here. Now, it is still very early on in the game, so not to get too much into that. It keeps selling it, but still impressive. Still fun to watch. We're coming up to 11 minutes, and you see, this is another thing. Torture, Z-Freak, I'm pretty sure he's the one that stacked at the initial time, and going to do so once again right here. So, Master of Arms, where is he currently? He's in the middle lane, pushing it up, pushes up the middle lane, heads over to the Ancients. Rinse and repeat. You know, just maximizing their farm. Slick's going to, or Chessie, excuse me. That's old school. Chessie coming over here, and yeah, I might have been living in the past just a little bit. Low's still going to be gone, but again, he's not going to die. I mean, Dampier, a bursty hero, sure, even at this point, but Lowstone just too tanky for that to actually have an effect as far as kill potential. So, more Ancients going to be cleared out. Master of Arms, he's going to be well over 400 gold per minute after this. Torture sitting at 90 GPM. He hasn't had the friendliest of games when it comes to his farm, but ooh, Defensive Master's call auto loads. He actually uses a Shadow Storm right there, it looked like. I wonder if that was defensively, actually. to just bulk himself up initially. It seemed like it might have been, as there was no assistance by any means. So, granted, it is a hero that can kill by himself. We've seen that before. So they clear out the Ancients. He stays alive, and big picture again, it's just the resources just continuing to sway in favor of Stay Green heavily. 4,700 gold lead, 4,400 experience lead, and apparently I want to leave the game. There you go. They're going to push to the secondary top tower now. Look at who's blue red. Then we got Pebbles here. Portal key picked up. He's going to go in. No. Ooh, he turns around. He showed himself right there. He did not have support. I don't know about that. I mean, I feel like, so they didn't have a TP on anyone. Dampier is the only one with a TP. Yeah, that's unfortunate. If they had a TP on Rally maybe right there, if he was able to be there, the jump from Pebbles, they could have very likely set something up. But even with the haste of Pebbles, now he comes back middle. This could be a big kill still. Master Voss gets chucked back in. Is it going to be enough? Does he have a Master Call? Yes, he does. Port is coming in. There's a stun on Pebbles, and look at that. Fork lining in the face. Bubbles comes in. Shell serve. Is it going to go? No, he's not. Thought he might have gone for a snipe on a Luna, but Cinnamon says, we're ahead, not going to risk it, no point. Master stays alive. Energizer coming into play right there. I mean, you look at his armor, he's up to 10.4 now, 8.4 with no Ring of Teacher buff, but as well as the Mystic Vestments, he has a Mighty Blade, of course, on his way to an early Shrunken Head. How about that choice, too? Going the early Shrunken Head, just, at least I think that's what that's going to be. That's something like a Brutalizer. Nice brand, usually not the go-to pickup either on Master of Arms, but... And it seems like that, again, in the small sample size that we saw of it, but hold that thought, actually, Pebbles being gone on here in the middle lane with the combination, the goo on top of the Master's Call, or the stun, excuse me, the power shot. They do come through with a kill. Torture and Bubbles of assistance. Z-Freak's like, guys, chase me down here. Tries to make the getaway, but he does sacrifice himself in the end, so still a worthy exchange if you're Stay Green right there. We'll gladly take that every day of the week. But going back to the item choice, what is probably going to be a Shrunken Head here, as far as early on. It could be just the Mighty Blade into the Firebrand first too. But point being, this is they've been liking this bulking up a lot earlier on type of game and being aggressive themselves. They did that both against IG and TMSR in the Ultimate Series Predator event, and including buying items like Helm of the Black Legion on heroes like Magnus and Pebbles as the game, and Parasite, I believe it was one game, as the game was progressing on in that going into that mid-game stage. So it seems like that's kind of the nature of the beast here from Stay Green going into HoN Tour Season 2 at least. And right off the bat, what I see with the item build here on Master of Arms, I kind of think that speaks for that too. Not to say, again, it's not this is like an odd build by any means, but it does promote the aggressive nature now. I think depending on what Tempest goes for as well, could also make a point. Middle lane, Z-Freak actually getting picked out by Pebbles, so Pebbles taking advantage of that portal key. What do I say, though? At what cost? He's going to be fine for now. Kelfield not going to do enough lockdown there. And actually, Lodestone just going to have to waddle on by. He has 1,500 gold saved up, by the way. And look at the gold being pulled up as a whole on the Hellborn side. Several heroes, multiple. Got 4 digits. And Bubbles gets picked off. Beautiful pick off. I didn't think it was going to be enough, but finds Power Throw at the last second connecting. Level 4 Power Throw gets the job done. So, no, praising Stay Green here so far this game for good reason, but Team Excellent starting to get a little bit of momentum, and this is a team that they start building it up with Dampier, with Pebbles. They can start rolling, and it makes it even more evident as to why Master of Arms is probably choosing to prioritize that Shrunken Head here. As you can see, it's probably going to be necessary, and again, it's even, especially done with the Dampier. So yeah, the more I do look at it, it's a case of, okay, it's very obvious even why he's going for that Shrunken Head. Here we go, initiation on a Pebbles. The head smash finish off, but a one cost Dampier, a crazy leap right there. But Glacius gets picked up in the process, and Dampier realized very quickly that was not going to end in a good thing. So he falls back. Now, Pebbles does bite back. He's coming back in. Rally initiation. Loads of being jumped on. The follow from Dampier, the consumed to help finish him off. Pebbles gets stunned right there off the bat. But now Master of Arms in some trouble. Showsurf going through. Pebbles jumps in with the portal key. The combination, the defensive Master's Call, not enough in the end. Master of Arms will fall with the Vampire. But the Tempest ultimate. There's the compel stun though to cancel Tempest. Down goes Tempest right there. And Team Excellent looking good. Or are they? Holy crap, the Impalement doing so much damage. He stays alive on the outskirts. Dampier running back in. He picks up a double damage room. Not going to find anything. What a crazy finish to that fight right there. Tortures Impalement. Doing so much damage. Look at that build of his, by the way. The 4-4 build. Not even touching Agonizing Bonds here. Damn, that was a crazy finish. But in the end, we have an 8-8 hero kill game. We actually got that. I want to look back at that fight real quickly right here. Well, we do have a little bit of died off time now. Kind of see if we can
here it is.
See exactly what happened there. But okay, let's jump into it here. So this is that middle fight. Again, at this point, the Hellborn team, this was already when the Hellborn team basically won that fight initially. But then the buyback from Pebbles comes back in. And obviously the quick kill into Lodestone. Master of Farms running back in right there. That was a ballsy decision that I don't think paid off for Chessie in the end. As it clearly states here, is with the turnaround. But then Tempest Ultimate's like, okay, they can maybe get this, but Rowley, he was able to save and also stun Tempest. Good placement there. Tempest falls, but then at the very look at that impalement damage, man. Both Torture and Pell was just caught nearby with the Kelp Field. AoE damage to the max, and the fact that Torture barely lived. Man, oh man. Whew. Crazy fight indeed. So we have an 8-8 hero kill game, and I must say Team Excellent they're closing the gap, which is great for them. That Shrunken Head though is getting closer to being finished on Master of Arms, and you know this actually does bring up a point of the choice. Both Master of Arms and Torture are two heroes that complete. You know they can both be that farm choice as well as a support choice. So Stay-Green could have just as easily ran a farm-focused Torturer and more of a support Master of Arms. And, you know, with this game setup, with the aggressive play, I kind of wonder, you know, with the prioritizing the Shrunken Head, Torturer, as Dampier actually getting jumped down here at the bottom lane, he is going to be bursted down with the Shadow Storm, finishing him off, but at what cost right here? Rally, oh! The Seismic Slam just out of range. They're still going to get the kill. Demon the Master Call comes out. Loso still alive somehow. Yeah, is it for long, though? Bubbles does get picked up in the background, by the way, by Pebbles. And no, the Lodestone escape right there. What a rocket at the last second. And Limp will portal key away. That's got to be frustrating, man. I thought for sure it was an easy kill. And Tempest also portal keys away. That hurts. That hurts. Bubbles was picked off, though, in the background by Pebbles, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world by any means for the Legion team. Although Dampier did die, and you see he's working towards that Grimoire, by the way. And I haven't even checked the GPM chart for a while, but no, I guess not say that they should have got the Torture by any means, but just forget the point. You know, if Torture getting the earlier on Shrunken Head, especially in a game like this, you can argue it might have been more beneficial. Just simply, he is more that I can do a lot of AOE damage while sitting here with that Shrunken Head activated. Master of Arms, though, at the same time, he could do plenty himself. A little more single target focused in the end, but I mean, again. Just more of a what if. Not by any means saying that they should have. Rowley. Uh-oh. They're chasing, actually, Lodestone. Lodestone going balls to the wall right here for good reason. The team support is coming in. Bubbles actually take cover as a Stalagmites off to the side. Pebbles says sayonara. Rowley now he is going to be collapsed on Luna in the trees. There's a follow-up. Rowley, he is going to fall. Compel stun, not enough. Shellsurf hit him. And now Luna actually in a lot of trouble as well. They're just going to dive her. And she is not going to get any support. Glacius and Dampier kind of over here, but they're just completely boxed down. And actually, there's a jump on the Glacius. What are you thinking? I mean, at this point, just fall back. Why are you even still here? I don't get that. I mean, you know they have several portal keys. They have 3 portal keys here on the Hellpoint side, which has been well known by now. Just if you're Glacius there, why are you even remotely close? Is beyond me, honestly. But in the end, we do see the Hellborn team taking out the tower and porting away, so well played right there by Stay-Green. And, you know, just before that fight, it was maybe a 3,000 golden experience lead. You look at how much that has jumped in favor of Stay-Green. So Excellent was calming it down a little bit, but Stay-Green's like, nope, not for long. They increased their hero kill lead amongst everything else. They do have that Shrunken Head now on a Master of Arms. Again, you look at Stay... It's also another thing of... You compare the way that Stay-Green's playing here to how they mostly played in Season 1, and how a lot of the top-tier teams, your Complexity, your TDM, it was more of a, you know, we want to group up, push towers, not really take fights necessarily, not for the biggest of ganks, but just group up, push towers, and, you know, win that way and ultimately out-farm you. A lot of games are like that. There was some aggressive play, sure, but it seems like this season, though, to kick things off, Stay-Green's making a statement, and the TMSR match too. We saw very similar. It's pretty chaotic, man. Pretty aggressive, and I don't know. I'm a fan. I'm some people tuning in. Me too. Pamon's a fan. Tuning in are excited as well. Here's the initiation at the top lane. Rowley gets jumped here. Nice compel at the last second though, and the Shadow Storm. It seems like that Shadow Storm takes forever, man. It's
like 50 seconds.
It seems like it's around 45, 50 seconds. Not that long. It's what, 5 seconds? Yeah.
It's the longest 5 seconds ever.
Yeah, it doesn't even seem longer than that. But obviously, right there, another case of just a little too long. I don't know if it still even would have been enough in the end, but Raleigh makes this getaway. So, even with Stay Green, though, continuing to getting another big fight in their favor. You look at the big picture. You got Dampier still, 410 gold per minute. And again, too, he did get a buff in the most recent balance patch, the 3.2, where he gets now attack speed increase on his passive, the Bloodthirst ability, for the more charges he has. So, it passively gains 10 attack speed for each essence Dampier possesses. So, up to plus 30 attack speed. It gives him more of that right-click threat as the game moves on. And that's something else to keep in mind as far as his carry presence is concerned. I'm not saying he's gonna be a hard carry by any means, out carry Master of Arms even, but it is a buff, and it is a buff that will enhance his ability to be effective into that late game stage, especially with his item build. We'll see where he goes. Speaking of that, I think the typical shrunken head pickup probably make the most sense here for Dampier. Portal Key is also nice. I mean, ooh, look at that, actually. Lightbrand purchased by Chessie. That's a little different. Shrunken Head into Lightbrand, kind of the opposite. But at the same time, he's going more of the agility, the range agility build. We've seen this on a couple of the range agility shows that we've had. Hold on, thought that we got initiation on a Bubbles. Glacier is barely still alive. The head smash says, nope, not any longer. Finishes him off for the Dampier, though. He says support for support, but now Dampier is completely exposed. He's in a horrible position. He's going to take the head smash. He will fall. And the Legion team just couldn't get there. Nox made a very ballsy and risky play to just simply kill Torturer. And look at that. Torturer even buys back. And now they go to Conquer right away. Maximizing their time here. This is going to be a free Conquer kill on Master of Arms. So, but yeah, looking back at Master of Arms, he is probably going to go the Searing Light again. And it seems like that and with the Energizer are popular. Obviously, the Shrunken Head on top of that just makes it even that much better. So you can see where he's thinking when it comes to that. And there's that Token of Life purchase now. But going back to Dampier, though, again, 1,900 plus gold saved up. With the way he's saving up gold and the fact that he hasn't bought a Mighty Blade yet leads me to believe he's going the Portal Key. I was going to bring up that. What a kind of reaction on that. Well, watching the top lane. Well played by MyNuts right there. Tempest did a great job, not only boxing out Bubbles, but might also set up a counter kill. Can he get the ultimate off? No, just out of range. Nice Portal Key from Pebbles. And actually, Rally, Tempest ultimate. Oh! You can see the animation. He pressed it. He pressed it, but it did not go off. That was a. I honestly didn't even know you could cancel Tempest ultimate. You must have to be. You have to be really, really quick. I could have sworn I saw him do the animation. Maybe that was for the stun. I mean, maybe that wasn't even the ultimate, but. Oof. Chose not to go for it in the end, and he does get away. So, Bubbles, by the way, Bubbles picking up a Gnome's Wisdom here. Again, this is just another sacrificial stone in a Gnome's Wisdom. I don't know what to think about. That's not that, again, I want to stress, not that it's bad, it's just different. Stay Green just doing different things here. They're trying to, as they did last season, they're trying to set the tone for the game in general. They're making a point, we're going to go with our strategy that works, and you guys can try it out yourselves. You can try to adjust to it, but hey, it's working. It's going to get us wins. That's what matters. But the thing with this, it's obviously you get a plenty of armor buff from this, both the Gnomes and the Sacrificial Stone. Gnome's Wisdom also just good mana regen, decent farming item in general, any intelligence hero. And you factor in what he's sacrificing as a result of going this. You want to say something? Okay. Tablet of Command is, tends to be a follow-up to this. Something like that at least, but or Sheepstick even, more the crowd control style. Hellflower, which I haven't seen in a long time, but yeah, go on this instead. So, but I really think this is more of the. I want to be in those front lines. I want to be aggressive. I want to build up my armor as a result of that. That's kind of what he did here. And, this isn't the most physical, threatening team either on the Legion side. So that's where if they had a Deadwood over here at least, then it'd be like more of a okay, well actually that makes sense. But the fact that they don't even have like that big physical threat here is interesting. But again, it's just not that it's bad. In fact, I can see where he's coming from with it, but it would just be even better, I think. Or was it, Owen? You saw right there, Rally obviously ninjing, or not even ninjing, but grabbing the haste rune right before Loso got a Pebbles, jumps in right here on a Master of Arms. Master's going to get absolutely burst to the Hellboy team. Someone nearby. Kelfo's going to use Tempest, jumps up with the Striker Head, and he's going to ultimate only Pebbles. That's going to be a free counter kill. So they dig up the token use, but free counter kill to Pebbles, and he is not buying back. What did he just... Okay, yeah, he did just finish a Shrunken Head, which he used right there. He has no money for buyback, though. And Dampiro's forming the top lane. He is heading back now. But the Hellborn team going to easily push the secondary tower. And you see Rally trying to make it the best of the situation. He's going to counter push the bottom lane. And there's a Shrunken Head picked up on Lodestone here. But yeah, Dampiro did choose to go the Portal Key. He did with the Portal Key. Now he has a Mighty Blade picked up. So now the Shrunken Head very likely going to be coming out here. So again, you know, the Portal Key, it's just really always the case if you're gonna get that Portal Key, you would like to see him make use of it in the end, as far as kills especially. Now it's still it is a good tool for farming as well, and you know, especially in a hero like Dampiro who tends to maybe push by himself at other lanes or wants to continue to farm. It gives him more of a safety net in terms of getting away if they do collapse on him. So there is that side of it too. But he is going towards the Shrunken Head now. He's going to be coming along pretty nicely here. As far as other items actually coming along, again, the Shrunken Head on Pebbles, always good for him. You do got the Tablet, Helm of the Black Legion on Rally, so he's actually done work here. And the secondary support of Luna ending up picking up an Astrolabe, actually, as well as the Steam Boost Mystic Vestment. So she, too, has actually done quite a bit for her team. When it comes down to it. Look at the Hellborn side, though. 3 Shrunken Heads now in total picked up. Tempest and Lodestone obviously also having it. On top of Master, who he's got that Searing Light finished. Another 1,600 gold saved up. Hell, might just go straight for the Dawnbringer at this rate, too. Question is a follow-up with this, but I wouldn't be surprised to just see straight-up Dawnbringer. Just choose that as his attack modifier here. With the Ice Brand. The maximum stats of that item. Legion side going to push the top lane in the meantime. Pressure in the secondary tower here. Stay green. I don't know if they're too interested in defending it in the end. They got Lodestone down here as well as Tempest. They're just going to try to counter push. Yeah, it is going to be a free tower kill in the end. Puts Dampiro just a little bit closer to that Shrunken Head now, which will be huge. Big bottom pickup there. For him, bottom lane. Nope, just illusions. Bubbles, what did he follow up? An Astrolabe. Again, just it's different, man. It's different. I like it, though. I do. I really do like it. It's, oh, bottom lane. Wow, they collapse on a Rally. Tempest, Lodestone, and Master of Arms all collapse. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, though, Pebbles. He jumps in, but now he's in trouble. Bubbles and Torture. Turns around with the Shrunken Head, though. Goes back on to Bubbles. Demon the Master's Call going to be coming out. Dampiro's here as well. They're trying to burst him down. Is it enough? Yes, it is. He is tanky. Not taking enough, though. Impalement actually does the work to kill Glacius in the process. And look at both. They're scared of a Torture. Not even really that, though. They know the whole rest of the team is coming on over. So Torture will be enough to, as well as the rest of the team, to scare them out. So that's like one of those instances in the movie where got like the small dog like barking, and the guys like run away from it when you realize like behind that small dog is a big beast or something. Right. That. Dampiro getting away right here. He's going to get away. 4 seconds on the Portal Key. No, the Portal Key first from Lodestone. 1 second, though, and yeah, he'll be good here. Will it be enough? Tempest is chasing Pebbles. Oh, do they want to go for a turn? It would be risky. It would be risky. It would be risky. It's very risky. Is it going to be enough? It is going to be enough to actually take out Master of Arms right there. Oof. Team X living life on the edge here. And it is going to work in the end. Master buys back immediately. How about that? Buys back as soon as he dies. But not only do they live, they got the kill and forced a buyback. Risky, but it worked. Very good job there by Team Excellent. And actually, Dampiro initially purchased a Frostfield. But obviously, didn't mean to do that. Good. Finishes the Shrunken Head with that said. And cleans up some triple sack Ancients. So just like that, Dampiro. Where he's at, 485. Him and Master of Arms basically tied there at the top of the charts. Master was going to say what did he buy, but, well, he just bought back, so that explains it. He's back down to now 2,000 gold. Only 2,000 gold, shucks.
Yeah, rough life.
Rough life, indeed. Dampier runs into Bubbles. Bubbles Porter-King away, though. But yeah, Bubbles playing a more defensive style of build here, more of a team defensive style of build. I don't even want to see utility, because, you know, utility would be more of the usual, the tablet, the sheepstick, I feel, but I don't even know what to call it. It's just the Bubbles tank. The frontline Bubbles, I guess.
It's very strange.
It's just, yeah. And again, if there's a Deadwood over here, a more physical threat, then maybe it would really like be very obvious to me. But I'm still, again, not saying it's bad. I know people.
I'm probably going to use it from now on. To be honest.
Yeah, it's one of those cases. Build. Hey, it's working. It's gonna. I would be interested to not only get his perspective, but even others' competitive perspectives. Not the chance, but let's see if it continues to be a thing, or maybe it is just more of this game for whatever reason. But I mean, you could tell that it is just different coming out from Stay Green here with the item choices across the board. I mean, you know, even Tempest with it going the port. I don't even. Did he go Porter-Key first? I felt like. Anyways, he has a Stricken at Porter-Key. He could have gone Astrolabe, but as we usually see, but didn't. You know, he does have those items now, though, and actually with the Arcanas on his way to a Restoration Stone, so nothing too off the wall there. Chessie not going Dawnbringer. As far as what else, obviously there's a split up, maybe make a Geometer's Bane here. I don't know if you'd go Grimoire, though, and it's not that that's, again, it's not that that means you can't split up those items. If you're not going to ultimately make a Grimoire Geometer's Bane, then splitting it up in the first place seems a little off. On top of, you pretty much have a couple of choices here. You either just go straight into the Dawnbringer, excuse me.
Or Doombringer.
You just go Doombringer, and that's it. Your only option. No.
I won't complain.
You go straight into the Dawnbringer, or you just sit on the Searing Light and then go something else. Again, that's fine. Or you split it up and make both a Geometer's Bane and a Grimoire eventually, or else that Life Brand is kind of just taking up an extra inventory slot in the end. It's so good, but you're not maximizing the efficiency, as I always would like to go back to. So yeah, it would just seem odd. But he does go the Slayer, so that definitely makes sense. However, look at what's brewing here. Dampier and Pebbles coming in. Pebbles going to jump in. Dampier with a follow-up. The red power throw connects.
Well played.
Yeah, well played. And you also see they bursted him, man. That's a Master of Arms, 1500 of life, Mystic Vestments. He's decent armor. It's pretty bulky. He just dropped, though. Dropping like it's hot. That's good execution, though. Very good execution. Good patience, really, too. And remember, he bought back. He bought back, which didn't even result in anything. So that's actually going to start playing more and more of a role when this game progresses on, is keep that in mind. We can look back at that as this game goes on. And they're going Kogor. He can buy back, but it would be his last buyback if they feel it's necessary to defend this. But without Master, you are not fighting this if you're Stay Green, at least I wouldn't think. And at the same time, though, Team Excellent, this is, I don't know about this. They're not committing to it. They're trying to have Pebbles and Rally ready to initiate if they need to, but so I understand what they're thinking with that. But it's delaying Congo to the point where Master might be up. Okay, they're going to go into pit now. And they're going to finish it off. Oh, are we going to see a ninja attempt? I think we are. Bubbles actually gets counter right there with a portal key if you wanted to by Rally. There's the kill. Oh! No, we got it. Okay.
I thought the same thing. I was like,
oh,
really?
Man. Torture nearly trying to destroy the Token of Life before it was picked up. That would have been pretty clutch.
That's rude.
But Dampier gets it, so. You know, Stay Green, they continue to be ahead. And it seems like every time we talk about, okay, Excellent has a chance now, big fight happens for Stay Green's favor, but Dampier, man, he is looking scary. 4,200 gold. See Zeefric right there. Almost had a chance. Almost had a chance. But Dampier, level 22 as well. Holy crap. That's 4 levels higher than anyone else in this game right now. He is. Nox is doing the Nox thing. He's known as one of the better carries out there in the game, and for good reason. What are you going, sir? You know, I'm trying to sit here and think what
Doombringer.
Has to be Doombringer.
It's gotta be.
Something like a Frostwolf Skull, you can see. Some good right-click threat coming out, as well as just, you know, bulking yourself up and prevent from being kited a little more effective. I could definitely see that being a decent pickup for him here. Behemoth's Heart. I think we've even seen him go for that before. I feel like if you're going to go Behemoth's Heart, though, honestly, just go Frostwolf then. Because it's obviously not as much life or regen by any means, but you get a lot more out of it as far as your damage threat, too. And not that they're lacking on damage, but okay. He's going to go Behemoth's Heart in the end. Again, it's not that bad. It's not a horrible choice by any means, but Frostwolf Skull. The attack speed, so it's could also be very useful against that Master of Arms. But he does go the Behemoth's Heart, and you look at that life goal, 2,900 life. All of a sudden on your Dampier, and obviously the great thing about Dampier, especially with the Grimoire, he is doing a lot of damage. I mean, he's not about the right clicks, although that can be something he can, and he is bringing some good right click damage to the table in the end. Oh no, Bubbles, Bubbles didn't import enough right there. He's gonna be fine though. He has the Kelfield in the end, but unless I missed something, I just feel that was a little bit too quick of a Shell Surf port right there. But in the end, he does get away. Or he might have been trying to prevent Egg from getting stunned, actually. Which could have been very possible, too. I didn't necessarily notice the cooldowns. Top lane, Pebbles. He's in some trouble. Tempest running in right here. Does have an Elemental Void. Chucking it up from Pebbles. Are they going to use it? Will they be able to use it as a question? I think they will. I think they will. Yep. He's going to use it right here. No. Oh, he just stuns. Okay. The Chucking it wars off. And they get the kill. So they do the smart play, unlike me. I'm sitting there hoping for a Tempest Ultimate using a huge cooldown when it wasn't necessary. Minot's doing the appropriate thing. Bubbles gets absolutely bursted. Again, you see the power of Dampier right there. Rally help, so did Power Throw. Oh, let's jump in. Nice short-handed reaction from Dampier. There he goes straight for Master of Arms. Putting it, look at the right clicks even, man. Again, even his right clicks. He's actually doing quite a bit right here. Now, Elemental Void is still ready to go, remember. Rally falling back. Pebbles buys back, by the way. He buys back again. That's the second buyback. They get the kill in a Rally. Are they going to make anything of this? Dampier wants to go back in. He still has a token, remember, too. Has a portal key. Bubbles going to use the takeover right there. Gets away. Barbed Armor's up from Lodestone. He jumps back in. Bubbles goes back in. There's the Elemental Void that catches Dampier. But no damage happening to him. Glacius goes down. Dampier in the background. The Terrorize right there. He wants to catch Master of Arms. He's being locked down. The Savage Mace doing procs. The Consume comes out. Not up for the kill, though. He will fall. The Dampier gonna resurrect with the token alive. Oh, the portal key just before. Tempest in the meantime. He's going to get turned on. He had a restoration spell. Both him and Bubbles. Bubbles jumped in for some reason. Torture's going to die. Hat trick for Nox. What just happened? What?
I don't even know what to say.
Bubbles jumping back in right there. I mean, it's one thing to turn on the Tempest, who okay, the double ultimate was down, it looked like. Wow, I mean, we definitely have to look back at that fight once we get a chance here. Especially at that end. I mean, team excellent. Nox doing work here. The team doing work. Nox leading the way, pushing with his Dampier in this middle tower. You got both Bubbles and Tempest. Bubbles does have a buyback, but it would be a second and final buyback. Master of Arms gets jumped on. Bubbles does buyback right there. Kind of a reaction. Here comes the Sandstorm initiation. Pebbles going to be gone. Chuck it goes off in time, but it's not going to matter. He falls. Luna goes down. There's a double tap coming out for Chessie. Rally's going to port away. And the rest are going to live. But again, it's, wow, a Team Excellent still behind. Again, it just keeps going back to that. That's a team still behind. Master of Arms is continuing to get pretty farmed himself, but Dampier, 580 gold per minute. He's got a Behemoth's Heart now. Now where do you go from here? Again, I still think a Frostwolf Skull wouldn't be out of the question. As far as just more right-click presence, especially for the slow effect to prevent. I mean, we saw that last fight too. The kiting was difficult for him to deal with. Frostfield Plate with that set could also be pretty beneficial. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. Now pushing from Stay Green coming out right here in the middle lane. You got 4,300 gold on Dampier currently. He does have both of his buybacks. Wants to save it for that. Tower goes down. Racks are exposed. Pebbles is not coming back up for another 24 seconds. And unless they want to fight without him, they're going to lose some melee racks. Yeah, they're not going to go for it. Melee racks do easily drop. Both teams kind of respecting each other right there. Not Stay Green not overcommitting by any means, but Team Excellent realizing they're probably not going to win that fight. So they say, you know what? You got our melee racks. We'll have to deal with it. What's done is done. Do we have that fight, by the way?
Of course we
Queued
do.
up. Yeah, let's...
It was a long fight, so
yeah,
are
I
you
know.
ready for it?
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, they're kind of coming out right here, but I believe both Bubbles and Tempest are going to fall back. So, yeah, let's take a look.
All right.
Are they, though?
Don't tease me.
I know. I just feel like they're going to try to maybe jump this Dampier, which would be risky, but are they? Are they going to go for it? It's him and Tempest. Tempest does... He has an ulti. He has double ulti, actually, coming up, but... No, probably not. It's going to fall back. Okay, so let's take a look real quickly.
All right,
Let's
here we go.
let this fight here. So this is that long fight, as you put it. Dampier, that was the initial burst happening. Oh, we gotta go back to live game. I'm sorry.
Told you not to tease me.
These teams, they just want to keep up the aggression, man. Gotta jump right there, Bubbles. That's an illusion in the end. Oh, never mind. Okay, can we go back to it now?
All right.
Let's take a look at it once again. Okay, so here you go. You shot stream. You see, really not doing too much right there. The jump back in, good team support, and then this is where Tempest starts to get active. At this point, he still hasn't used his first ulti, so yeah, they come back in, kill rally. The buyback from Pebbles, I believe it was. Yeah, there's the initiative for Lowstone, and then here's a follow-up.
There's the Tempest.
Hold on, Cole, can you rewind that real quickly?
Yeah.
Keep rewind it even more. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want to see he wrestle-stoned. He wrestle-stoned without even using ulti the first time. Did I miss that? Tempest.
Let's see.
He actually used his restoration stone before he even ultied. Yeah, he used restoration stone right there.
Yeah, right before.
Whoops. Can you say whoops?
That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, obviously, again, good thing we have instant replay. That's what I was saying. I could have sworn I didn't see two Tempest ultimates. I saw that he used it, but... Huh. Well, I mean, you see right there the good kite going on. You see the consume nearly enough to get the kill and the heal, but obviously not enough. But this is where it also gets, like, Tempest... And then Bubbles is like, hey, guys, what's up? That was... I don't know. You know what? You know what probably happened? I wouldn't be surprised if they thought he still had another Tempest ultimate. And so he jumped in thinking that he was going to use it right there, and then was going to Saga the Sea and try to help with damage. Like, that could have been possible, but... Yeah, that was just miscommunication and fell apart at the end. Now, obviously, the big picture, Stay Green did push back and ultimately get a racks out of all that, so... They're getting good, but, you know, obviously while you're watching the replays, you saw on the bottom left screen, it's not too much going on, just more farming. Bigger item pick. Okay, Frostful Skull was finished by Nox, by the way. So he does go that route as well. And you look at how 4,000 life. This is a freaking damage dealing nuker, man. I mean, it's 4,000 life. And he has the ability to lifesteal. You're not killing him. Don't even try. Restoration Stone is good on Tempest with a double ulti. Where's the Master of Var? Oh, what does I say that though? They do jump Dampier. I think Bubbles might be regretting this somewhat. Terrorize comes out. It does hit him, but he gets the portal. Oh, the portal key from Dampier just in time. Tempest jumps in though. The quick kill on the Glacius. Legion team completely on the run. Look at Pebbles though. Pebbles is waiting. He is waiting patiently. Where's his target? Is it going to be coming up? Nope, not going to go in. Or is he? Bubbles, Shell Surf. He'll get away. You got to respect Stay Green the two, though. Again, they're a team that they play very smart. A lot of teams would have really just pushed that issue right there. Be like, oh, we got the one kill in Glacius. We have to keep going now as a result. You know, they used Kelp Field. The Shadow Storm was down. Some decent cooldowns were not ready, so it was a smart decision there. Although the Shrunken Head was down by Dampier. I mean, you could argue that, but he is going to find a double damage rune here. That's going to be big. Sitting for 230 damage, make that... Well, they're waiting. They're waiting for a good opportunity to jump, almost, it looks like. Do they have a bottle, even? Is there a bottle on somebody? No? He's just going to pick it up, I take it. Unless somebody's bringing him one. There you go. Picks it up. Bubbles is coming up, so... Ooh, can they jump Bubbles? Yeah. Swindle! 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 Oh, my God. One more. No, he's going to get away. And while that was happening, Conger gets killed. How about that? So Stay Green. Able to get the Conger kill. So the one kill, and again, that's just playing smart for you. Playing smart rather than force the issue, push the middle lane with that hero kill. They reset, fall back, get the free Conger kill. And now they have a token of Master of Arms once again. Another 5,700 gold saved up, by the way. on Master of Arms. Dampier's scary, man, but Master of Arms also very scary. And look at that. He just got a full Conjuro, I believe. Yep. I said scary. I meant freaking nightmarish. I guess that'd be more fitting for Dampier, but Master of Arms also there. Also on his level. How's Bubbles? Bubbles has continued to just kind of go weird. Blessed Orb has now been picked up. I guess that's not necessarily too weird. Probably going to be going the Sheepstick now at this point, but still kind of ponder about the Gnome's Wisdom especially. Master of Arms, look at this. Conjuro in. Oh, Dampier. Dampier caught out. He's going to be locked out. Shadow Storm. No, he gets tapped it for. Great teamwork coming out right there. Stalagmites in the background for Pebbles. Dampier going balls to the wall, but look at the freaking damage. The shrunken head. It just simply did not matter. Got locked down by the Savage Mace as well as the damage output. Master of Arms doing way too much damage with that team support. He does not have a buyback despite having 1,500 gold. He's level 25. And this is going to be a free push for Stay Green. They're going to push the top lane. 60 seconds on Dampier. Rally does have a buyback. Aluna does not. That might be game. Very likely could be game right there. Just the blink of an eye. It happens so often. You know, Dampier just simply caught out of position. The Conjuro pickup came into play immediately for Master of Arms. You look at that offensive Master's Call as well. He just attacks so freaking fast and hard. That's going to be 2 racks down. The third one going to get vulnerable here. Okay, Dampier barely gets enough gold out of buyback. They actually get a tower kill that gave him the gold. So good job right there by Basses trying to at least get something here. So Dampier does come back up, jumps on a low zone immediately. Consume comes out, but he didn't shrunken. He didn't have it. 1 more second. Oh, that's it. Tempest ultimate comes out. He gets to kill. GG's coming out. Yeah, again, he didn't have the shrunken head cooldown. He wanted to try to make a play right there. Even so, though, they were down 2 sets of racks. He had just bought back. The Dampier carry, just not enough. Well played, though, by Stay Green as a whole, obviously. And once again, just great execution on their part. So